Alright, welcome to a watch review with Sasquatch 230. I'm going to start it off with introducing the box here. I've had this watch for about 6 months now, worn it pretty much on every outing. It's an eye catcher, people like it. I love it, it's pretty much a fantastic watch, and it was worth every penny. In fact, I guess I'll get into it later, but when you're looking at nice watches, you spend anywhere from, $250 anywhere up to $2,500, depending on what you like in a watch, what you're looking for, and how much you're willing to spend on it. I'd say this one's an incredibly good buy, I should say. Regardless, it's the Rebosus XXL, and it's the chronograph version of it. You can find all sorts of versions. In fact, you'll only find them on Watchismo, and there's another website. I can't recall it right now. I'll put annotations of both of them later on here, so if you can take a look for yourself. I got it for $300, and that was including all the shipping and all that stuff. They have a sale on pretty much everywhere. They're really popular watches, but you can't find them on any websites, which is why almost every single website marks them down from $500 to $300 or $250 plus shipping, all that stuff. Anyways, enough of that. So the box comes with just as is, pretty much. Mine was in a ton of bubble wrap when I got it, so of course it's going to be safe. Regardless, it came with an instruction manual. I've got that too. It's not really that important though. It kind of highlights the features of all the Chronograph XL watches and stuff that Rebosus offers. And it basically just does that. It doesn't really give you much more information. It's hard to find it on the internet, so I figured I'd give you all the specs and stuff best I can here. So anyways, you open up the box, which is leather, which is kind of nice. Leather over cardboard, I'm sure, stitched anyways. It's pretty. I've kept the watch in pretty good condition, put it to sleep on its little pillow every night. And yeah, that's pretty much what you're seeing. The instructions were just underneath here. It comes on a pillow, which it still is, because I put it on a pillow afterwards, after being done with it anyways. Either way, so you can see the watch as it is, just here. I'll give you a quick look as it looks like when it's all closed up and stuff. You see the nice black band. It's really nice etched leather with nice white stitching. It hasn't come out at all, so I've not treated it the best, but I've treated it pretty well, which is why none of it's come out and all that. And it's also really good quality. Thick leather, fantastic metal that they use on the watch. The only downside is, of course, you're getting the Rose Gold version, which I do have here. That's a more delicate version than the stainless or any of the other harder minerals, I should say. Gold ain't one of them. Pretty soft. Either way, so here's a look at the watch. As you can see, it's got a massive face compared to, like, right now I'm wearing a G-Shock, and it pretty much just gets dwarfed, absolutely dwarfed by the Rebosus. And I'll be doing a review on this one too. It's a pretty awesome watch. In fact, it's basically built to be bulletproof. I'll get into that in another review, and I'm sure you'll see more of my watches throughout. Anyways, so the watch is as is. You can see it's got ginormous numbers. You can see every one of them from pretty far distance, as well as the hardened mineral crystal glass that they have on the front is incredibly durable, as I've found, and magnifying, so it makes the numbers and all the stuff inside even bigger. Granted, you can't really see all that well into it, but it's got little screws all around that gold inner material and stuff, and they're all blue, which is really nice. Silver for the date with little screws in there too. The white and black looks really smart. It's got a little bit of carbon fiber look to it inside, more of a grid. See if I can get that. I think you can kind of see that. The outer ring is rose gold. These screws are rose gold. This little knob here, it actually unscrews to reveal other buttons and stuff, as well as the chronograph button to reset the watch, and the other chronograph starting button over here. That's all definitely high-end, really nice material. Again, with the band. You can see there, kind of Rebosus. The info's on the back, sorta. Germany, all stainless, 10 ATM, which actually just means like it's not meant for swimming with, even though 10 ATM is like 100 meters. Pretty much it's good for being underwater for a second or less. That's about all. That's what it really means for most watches. But either way, so as you can see, hands, the big ones are for your regular time and things like that. You have your second hand, which is very pronounced also. It's got a little white thing among the red stem. It has another little watch here, there, and it's got the chronograph dealio there, date up here, and the rest of it is incredibly sleek, big. It's pretty heavy. 53 millimeters across, and how many? 61 from top to bottom, I believe. Don't quote me on that. You'll see it on Watchismo or wherever you go to. It'll have all the specs and stuff. But overall, the watch is pretty fantastic. I'm just going to put it down for a sec. Take off the Casio. The G-Shock, that is. Take a look. That one is pretty small compared to it. I'll bring out another watch with a leather strap. Now that's more sizable. It's the watch itself is small, the band is bigger. This thing just makes it look like nothing. It's tiny. I'll show you how it looks on my wrist. Just one sec here. And there you go. Everywhere I've gone, compliments. It's a pretty nice looking watch, very smart, and very unique. You do not see any of these. I know you can see a lot of, you know, diesel badass watches, or the, you know, Nixon, their 5130s or 4220s. They're all really popular, fairly large watches, but something like this you don't see every day. Many watch enthusiasts have been like, whoa, where'd you get that? And I just said the internet because that's the best place in the world to buy what you want to buy. Anyways, so you take a look at it. Oh, there you can see the little ding that I have on it, the one blemish on the watch. And I tell you again, the gold is pretty delicate, so if you're going to be wearing this watch a lot, which I have almost every single day for the last 6 months, you have to accept that you're going to ding it up a little bit at least. Anyways, what I'm doing here is I'm just unscrewing the cap, and that reveals the time set button and all that stuff. It sets your date. You can pull it out once and twice. First time is for the date, second time is for the actual time. This button here will actually stop the second hand from moving. This one will set it, or will reset the chrono and the second hand over there. And when you click the chrono again, you can't really see it since the minute hand's in the way, but it resets the little hand and the top inside of the watch. I don't know if you can see that as it spins around, it's red. Anyways, to start the chrono, you just press the button again, second hand starts, chrono's up there going, doing its thing, and that's all there is to it. It'll run for, I can't remember how long, I'm pretty sure it's 10 hours, but I'd have to check the instructions again, and God knows where those went. Anyhow, so the watch looks pretty sweet. I would highly recommend it, absolutely. It's a very good deal. Considering its size, it is just as big as the Nixon 5130. It's pretty much taller. It's a lighter watch too. The weight comes from the head, and that's it. The band weighs nothing, but it's really good material. Hard leather, nicely stitched, really nicely etched, and it hasn't done bad on me. The actual like the lock here, it's good material as well. It's been oxidized, so it's all black. You can see a little Rebosus on it there. It's got one stationary loop that you put the band through, and then one that moves. I usually just put them both up here, and then it keeps the band from going anywhere. And it fits comfortably, it wears well, and it's definitely a nice watch to look at. Something you always will love.